Hey there, world. Welcome to Fractal Radio, episode number 3. So I've received my very first New Yorker magazine. The magazine for a so-called intelligentsia. A snob is their avatar, if that tells you anything about what they're trying to appeal to. I don't know. Maybe it's in good humor poking fun at themselves. Anyhow, I ordered this magazine because I was offered a good deal for it. I've been ordering magazines that I've been offered good deals for through the mail, like Poets and Writers. Now, because I want to get some physical copy of, literature and such. I think it's important to sustain publications, even if you don't necessarily agree with them. Like, I find a lot of the material in the New Yorker to be kind of histrionic, trendy, lefty stuff. I'm not somebody that can really easily cubbyhole myself on that spectrum, but I know when someone is being fractious, is holding to a certain party, and is doing so primarily, in my opinion, due to vague notions of how things should be and what you should find gross. And so this, of course, was supported when I flipped open, and the very first article that I went to was the return of the native. A British immigrant reluctantly decides to escape the tumult of Trump's America by Rebecca Mead. So I suppose that caption implies that this woman, or this writer, if it's the writer that's telling the story, whatever, that they left America because Trump got elected. They came to the country and were naturalized under the Obama administration, and now they just can't stand it because it's so gosh darned intolerant. Well, the question of it is it? Just because there's more enforcement of, or perceived better enforcement of our borders, does that really mean that we're suddenly not multicultural and not accepting, and that the air in America has changed? I don't think so. I don't see it. I work in a diverse setting and get along with people of all flavors and colors, and really, this just seems very silly to me, and I feel that a lot of articles are going to be in that kind of really airy, fairy cultural criticism trend that's, well, New York and California intelligentsia just love to gobble up. That being said, I think that this publication is good in that even this, it's got literary value. It's somebody expressing, what it is that they want to express in a rich style. And there are articles like David Grant's article from way back in 2005 about the lost city of Z that, for me, as a writer, are great fuel to help me pen my own stories, like the straight-to-blog thing called The Sketch of Sam Monroe, which is a novel that I'm penning as I go along, generally every Tuesday, and Thursday has been like that for the past few months, so I've been pretty consistent, and I feel kind of good about that. But yeah, you should read things you disagree with. And I mean, the money I'm spending, it's not that much. And what I'm getting out of it is value. So, that being said, also support artists that are independent. For instance, if there's somebody who's got an Etsy shop or whatever, and you enjoy their work, like for me, for instance, it would be, what's that squirrel cartoon? Ill Will Press, Jim Mathers. I've been meaning to buy something from him, but I haven't, because obviously, I'm careful with money, and I don't have very much of it, but I have enough to purchase art from time to time to support people who bring joy into my life. Likewise, there was a fellow that was my very first subscriber on WordPress. I think I got my very first like from him at the wee early hours of the morning, when I just decided to write a story and put it up there. I was like, oof, who is this person? So I clicked over, and they turned out to be an artist that made things. And this is not why I decided to buy their product. I genuinely enjoy this quirky little bit of humor, and I look forward to receiving something I can put on my wall back here. Now, a lot of this to me in the back of my mind is now, are you about to shill for people to support you? Well, no. I mean, I do have a Patreon. If you want to go over there, that's fine. I'm just saying that people are always talking about the economy and lack of jobs and such. Well, a part of it is how we participate in it. Instead of buying, toasters and things and constant gadgetry that comes from overseas, buy things to beautify your home. Like I'm about to get a quirky picture of a bunch of things called little fears. So yeah, it would also enrich your life, and even if you disagree with it, like I disagree with a lot of, at least the tone of the New Yorker, well, it's still gonna add value to my life. So, investments for the future, for culture, just for the good life. Think about it. And I might be doing some reviews of some of these articles. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, subscribe to this YouTube channel and leave a like or a comment or whatever. Take care now. Goodbye.